Holy crap. Hello everybody. I hope you guys can hear me because I'm using some new technology over here. Look at that. All right, let me see. We got some people in the house. I love it. Oh my God, Missy. You know what? Let me know if the music is a little too loud or anything. If you can guys hear everything well, just type 1 in the chat. That's everything fine. And Dandy, yes. Spontaneous Xana stream. Totally spontaneous Xana stream. And it's like, okay, I decided to just talk about nuclear weapons because there is something happened yesterday that actually marks a 78-year, the very first test of Trinity bomb. 78 years ago on July 16th, the very first test of You Hear No Music. All right, let's try this out. How is this? Okay. We're gonna get some like a little admin and talking and hanging out and taking care of. Oh yeah, Solomon Strikes. Hey, welcome to Xanamayx Hazmat. All right, let me know if you can guys hear the music and everything. We're gonna have like a little fun over here, hell yeah. So today's Monday, right? Monday, 17th, and it's time for me to take care of my orchids while we're talking about really awesome nuclear weapon stuff. All right, let me get it fixed up over here a little bit. You know what? I have new equipment, and it finally works. I think it works. And so that way I can guys take you out, like out about and everything. I can take you for the walks a little bit more, and then we're gonna get the different headphones, so I don't have to get the whole big old bulky like this hanging out with you guys outside, because we're gonna take quite a few hikes pretty soon. Yes. Okay, let's see. Graffiti, welcome. Red Eye Patriots, Missy Unidentified. Oh my God, you finally made it, and thank you so much for being a member. I'm so excited the fact that you're finally here. And kids just say, hey, it's Xanamayx. Yay! Yes, tell your kids to say hi. Oh no, my mouse is all falling down over here. Let's see. Okay, you know what? We have a very small group over here, and I absolutely love it because that way I can address every single comment of yours and I don't have to skip anything. Okay, so as to start up, as usual, we have a t-shirt and we have a cup. So I didn't, not promoting any other creators today besides I'm just actually promoting Hazmat. So this is part of the merchandise. And the t-shirt, it says Dobro večera, my z Ukrajiny, which is like, good evening, we're from Ukraine. And my mom got me this t-shirt from Ukraine. I'm like, woo! I have to rock it out. Woohoo! Yes! Love it. All right, so, and if you guys stick around, or you don't have to stick around, just come back at the end. I'm just gonna do this for like about an hour, and we're gonna do the drawing like always. And last time we had Tammy was a winner, and we sent some merch to Kurosuma, and later on, once they get the merch, they're gonna take a picture, and towards the end, we're gonna slap the pictures and all the winners at the end with all the credits to give you guys a little bit credit so you can get recognized for being awesome supporters and amazing people over here hanging out. So we got, and then this is the kind of merchandise you might get. You get a little cup, a t-shirt, or some kind of crazy stuff at the very end. So stick around for the raffle. Stick around for the raffle. All right. Yes, she made it back, and we talked a little bit on the last live. Oh my God, Dr. Dave, DGR Dave. There you go, DGR Dave. Okay, so DGR Dave. You know what? Last time I was gonna make. Thank you, Seema. I was gonna make you my mod last time. I don't know why are you not my mod? I've been around for forever. Well, okay, so right now I don't like have a lot of crazy people coming in, so it's pretty awesome. It's very chill, and we're gonna like chill over here and then talk about nuclear weapons. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I sent you the stuff, so you should get it towards the end of this month, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, where do we start? I mentioned it earlier. Yesterday actually marked the 78 years of the first nuclear weapons test. It's Trinity in New Mexico, and it was led by Oppenheimer. And since the movie is coming out very soon, the Oppenheimer movie, I can't wait to watch it. And you know, if you guys join my Discord, we might have a little watching party whenever it comes out on TV. And we'll see. Listening and cleaning. Addicted to art and crime. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, please send me pictures. That way I'll include it like towards the end. I'll include the picture and all the winner names to get you guys involved into this community. And you know, anytime you win, you're gonna slap your name over there, and then we'll see who the luckiest winners ever. And then hopefully we're gonna be able to get like a really, really long list of the winners. Yes. Okay, the music for me is just slightly louder than your voice. Okay, let me check it out. That's why we're here talking over right now, like talking it out, so that way we can adjust everything that we need to adjust. Let me see, maybe I can put the microphone up a little bit over here. You know what, as we go further into these lives and everything, as I'm getting used to being in front of the camera for all of you guys, and we'll talk about the different topics, and as we're building this channel together, as we're building a community together, you know, we have to have little hiccups once in a while, and we'll have to get used to it. We just have to get used to doing this. And you know, I'm actually loving, like, I love being here for you guys. I love the fact that you still come into the chat and we're still chit-chatting and everything, because even though we're going to be talking about nuclear weapons as I'm taking care of my orchids, and something about the destruction and the beauty, the fragility of the orchids and the destruction of the extremely powerful weapon on planet Earth, and I combine those two together, it's like you find the somewhat of a balance about talking about it, because you can't just talk negative about things all the time. Negative, mind blown. No, we're talking about positive in here. And let's see. Yes, I am become death, destroyer of worlds, Oppenheimer. That's actually, I believe it's, he took it as a Buddhism quote. There's something, you know what, I'm not gonna name it because I heard it a while back and I didn't remember. Oh my God, SD. Okay, so Sue, you gotta go to the last live, and because I promoted your cup, and I promoted your little website. Let's see. Actually, Sue, I'm gonna make, yeah. Sue, if you don't mind, send your send your website into the chat and we're gonna promote you again. But I used your cup on my last live, and it was really cute. It was like a nice amount of water was able to hold. Okay, yes, yin and yang, the balance of the beauty and the balance of destruction. So that's why taking care of orchids while talking about very interesting. So please go to surprise.com and check out her art. She paints her own art and put it on different merchandise, cups, t-shirts, anything. It's really neat. So she's trying to get a little bit of promotion out there, a little bit of sales for herself. So, and last show we actually promoted you a little bit more. Hey, TF Jules. Oh my God, Jules. Okay, so welcome. No worries. It's all right. So, okay. Well, I listened to you today, your little rant, and it made my heart. It made my heart bleed. Like, it made my heart so tight, and it was just, I really feel the way you talk about a topic, the way you're very passionate about a topic. Like, I really can feel and relate to you, and the fact that when you said what you had to say, and then you went off the air, and it just broke my heart, and I was just like, I can't watch this. I have to get ready for my life. And then, hey, welcome. It was amazing. You have a big heart, and speak your mind and speak the truth and stay to the amazing truth. Yeah, no, it's good. Lisa Boo. Woo. Oh my God, you guys are coming in. It's pretty cool. Okay, so Pigeon is back. Yes. Vishnu is the dead destroyer of worlds in Bhagavad Gita. Yes, thank you. This is exactly what I was trying to say. And then this is where this quote comes from. There you go. I become death, destroyer of worlds. So I mentioned earlier, so yesterday, July 16th, it was 78th anniversary for Trinity test, which is the very first nuclear weapon that got tested right before Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And we'll get into it in a minute. I actually have a couple of videos for you to watch. It's very interesting videos, like to actually see the fallout, and then how the wave moves with the nuclear weapons testing. Okay. Living 25 miles from all the chemical weapons in U.S. has twice since World War II has been daunting worry. Exactly. So, actually well, we're not talking about chemical weapons here yet, but there could be in the next couple lives. But because I wanted to make the nuclear weapons, I wanted to make this a 3-part series, which today we'll talk a little bit of history. And next one, I want to brush up a little bit of actually nuclear facilities and why they're important, like nuclear power, the non-proliferation. And a third part, I really want to talk about Ukrainian nuclear facilities, Zaporizhia plant, and why it is actually very important and why we should be worried, because International Atomic Agency is actually worried. It is during the war, so that's going to be on a part 3. And today, because yesterday was the anniversary, so today we're actually just gonna brush up on a little bit of history while we're taking care of the weapons. And if you guys have any questions, oh my God, Kat, I haven't seen you in ages. You stopped promoting your stuff in my Discord. Well, welcome, Kat. Okay, so if you guys have questions, because this is a conversational piece, I do have a couple videos for you to see. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, feel free to drop in a chat. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's a lot. It's so with the nuclear weapons and everything else is just so much. It's if you never dove into the history, if you never dove into how they're made, what types they are, and how they got really widespread, and you just don't you can have documentaries for hours and hours and hours and TV shows for hours and hours, and you still won't even be able to touch the tip of the iceberg. So I had surgery. I haven't been streaming. Hey guys, give it up for Kat. Send all the purple hearts for Kat. So looks like Kat had a surgery, and Kat, I'm streaming on YouTube. I don't know if the comments on YouTube, on Twitch are coming in. Like, I'm actually streaming on both platforms, YouTube and Twitch right now, but let me know if any comments. But send all the hearts for Kat because she had surgery. Yes, thank you, Missy. Yes, all right, hell yeah. There you go, Kat, all of these hearts are for you, and I hope you're gonna get well, and I hope your surgery went very, very well, and get back to that streaming. Get back to that streaming because I love. So Kat streams, she's a gamer, so she streams a lot of interesting, spooky games and like zombie games, and it's really, really neat. Like, it's really cool to watch her, and then she makes like quirky notes, and good people, really, really good people. Yeah. Okay, so let's see this. You know what? I've been talking to you over here, and I haven't even started on my orchids. Okay, before we move on, I did buy some of the stuff. I'm not sponsored by them, but I bought some of the, it's We the Wild plant care. So you got Grow Concentrate and neem oil. So neem oil is really good for the leaves and everything. So we're gonna do that. So usually what I do, I just like add some here and here, you know. Add a little bit more. Why not? Why not? All the flowers need some water. All the flowers need some stuff. So my orchids, check this out, guys. So I think last time I streamed with taking care of orchids, I only had one stem, but now I have a second stem right over here, and I got like little babies coming in. Yeah, right? These are my little orchids. They're so fragile. They're so amazing. So what I do, like to water before I water them. Thank you, Lisa. My favorite Xana stream style so far, the orchid stream. Thanks. So let's see. So what I do, I check for like if there's any mold over here or anything, and then I'll submerge them, because you don't want to water like the orchids, just water them. You want to soak all the dirt of the orchids. Hold on, let me grab my cup. So I grab a cup, and let me see if you can guys see it. And then I just kind of like pour it over. So submerge them, let them sit here for a little bit. And as they're sitting, we'll resume talking about nuclear weapon stocks. Well, actually, you know what? So we had 78 years ago yesterday was the very first nuclear weapons test. And if you guys seen what was the TV show, Manhattan Project? Really, really good TV show, and I believe it's on HBO. And the Manhattan Project brushes up actually how it all went down, and it was after the World War II. So after the World War II, the research about nuclear fission started a little bit before the war, and they were able to split an atom and create a nuclear fission, which is you splitting multiple atoms to cause a chain reaction, for the explosion to happen. And during Manhattan Project, there was 2 bombs that were getting developed simultaneously. Let's see. Art and Crime does great art and paintings too. That's awesome. Yeah, I would love to see it. Like, I would love to see it in the comments or anything. Actually, you know what? I opened up my Discord, so I'm gonna Let's see. I'm gonna give you guys my Discord invite, and everybody welcome to join. We're sharing pet pictures. I would love to see everybody's art. We do self-promotion in there. We have different elements, different chats. We have a little natural disaster chat in there. We have just all kinds of random things, and that's why we're building a nice little community over here. All right, so back to Manhattan Project and Oppenheimer. And basically, oh my God, I sound like a drunken history or something right here. Because what I want to do, I don't want to be like, oh, this is what happened, and this is how it goes. No, I want to have a conversation with you. I'll share the knowledge that I have, so I'm having a conversation with you here. So during Manhattan Project, they were developing 2 bombs simultaneously. One of them, they were working on a gun type bomb, and the other one, they were working on implosion bomb, nuclear weapon. And so the gun type ended up, the implosion one, which is Trinity, was the very first test. They were not able to utilize gun type because gun type uses gravitational pull to pull the two cores together, and then basically you have uranium on one side and uranium on the other side. Then you have the ignition, which is like as it falls, it releases the uranium, so it collides together with the gravitational pull, and that's why it causes aerial burst for the gun type. So that was Little Boy. Little Boy was dropped on Hiroshima. Let's see. If you guys have any comments, feel free to drop in there too. So Little Boy was dropped on Hiroshima, and then we had Fat Man. Fat Man was implosion type of weapon. So that was the Trinity test. That was the Trinity test because they were able to replicate Fat Man. They were able to replicate the test, and that one went into Nagasaki. And we get into like a little bit of how they. By the way, trigger warning if anybody feels, well, it's very sad what happened within our history, and then the fact that these are the only 2 times that were used during the war effort. So they were the only twice were used during the war effort for the nuclear weapons. There were different testing, and I want to show you the video about like actually progression of the testing throughout the years. So if you live in near a nuclear power plant, don't be scared because a lot of the nuclear power plants, they're retrofitted here and they're upgraded and stuff within the United States. And I want to talk about the nuclear power plants on the video too. So come back, Addicted to Darn Crime. We'll talk about this. Yeah, I love history. I love history as well. All right, so with implosion type, okay, hold on a second. So with the implosion type of weapon, is basically, imagine you have a lot of the spongy balls, right? Spongy balls, and you try to put as many sponge balls into your fist, and then until you cannot fit anymore, and then it just explodes. So it basically uses all the different charges around. They have like a plutonium and uranium, so all the different charges around it to push all of that energy within inside that it cannot hold anymore, and then explodes even bigger. So it's actually a little bit of a larger yield of an explosion. And the first nuclear weapon that went off in Hiroshima was carried by Enola Gay, which is the aircraft carrier, Air Force aircraft carrier Enola Gay, and it was a direct flight. And they didn't know, at the time, they didn't know what kind of destruction it will cause. They didn't know about the radiological fallout. They didn't know about anything that was that was harmful. All they knew is just causes a big boom. That's it. They didn't know what kind of damages, what kind of devastation it can cause, or what kind of long-term damages. They just didn't. And surprisingly, well, because science always evolves. Science always evolves. You always try to find something new, try to rationalize a lot of the other stuff. But at that time, they didn't. So they thought it was just going to cause a big boom. But the devastation, yes, it's B29. Thank you. Enola Gay was a B29. So they didn't know what kind of devastation it would cause. But when it did went off, and when the devastation, and then all the devastation that happened, right after that, they said there's no more of that weapon use will be. And that's why, ooh, that's a little wrong music. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. My allergies are kicking in today. Okay, let's see. There you go. Something a little different. Okay. So the devastation that it caused to... yeah, go breathe. No, seriously, my allergies have been kicking my butt today. I just wanted to come out and chit chat with you guys. All right, so the devastation that it caused, that's what spiked a lot of nuclear arms race, because during the time, it was after the World War II when those 2 bombs were dropped, because, well, the World War II, I mean, war with Germany. So after the United States, actually, there's no more war with Germany, but they're still in the war with Japan. Salsa music. Okay, so, and they were still in the war with Japan, and that's why they decided to test out those, what's going to happen on the population, unfortunately. And after that, because Japan said, yes, you know, basically they lay down their arms and you say, you have caused a great destruction. It's not by verbatim, but you have caused a great destruction. We will fall, you know, under you. And basically, after that, Russia, well, USSR at the time, there's all the fact that the United States have this large weapon. So they were trying to do everything simultaneously to obtain this weapon as well. So they start creating their own. They start testing their own, bringing the scientists, and they developed their own nuclear weapon. So it basically became the brink of the Cold War. The beginning of the Cold War is the nuclear arms race, where the 2 great powers at the time actually start raising up and building their own nuclear weapons. And let's just say it's between 2 guys having a nuclear weapon contest. Yeah, that's let's just say it like that. And after that, all these great powers came in, and they started. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. Are you going to dance? Who's going to dance? Yeah, allergy season. Allergy's been crazy. Like, my nose has been itching. I noticed, like, last stream I was touching a lot my nose because it was really itching. Okay. You know, it actually both, because there was little boy and a fat man, right? You guys are cracking me up. All right, let's see this. Okay, I did wanted to show you a video. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. So there are, before I get to the video, Whiskey helps with allergies, right? It does help with allergies. Get back to the orchids. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Okay. But coming back to the orchids. Okay, actually, you know what? Speaking of the orchids, we do need to come back to them. Let me grab this little towel. Because while they're soaking, while the orchids are soaking, so I sprayed some neem oil. Just basically, it's like a little protecting oil for their leaves, and they love it, you know. And then you just take this and just kind of like just rub it in there, and then it helps them to feed. It cleans the dust from them. It makes them nice and healthy. All right, so after the nuclear arms race became, the other states start obtaining the nuclear weapons as well, and this is where it came a call for non-proliferation treaty. Non-proliferation treaties is basically saying that you will not use your nuclear weapons. You will not use your nuclear weapons, and some people signed the there's 5 countries that signed it, and then there's quite a few countries. We're going to go over it in a minute. They didn't sign it. And one of the countries is obviously North Korea, and Russia withdrew because they had a START treaty, and that's completely another ballgame that we can get into for long discussion. So let them soak while I'm going to show you some videos, and we're going to talk a little bit. So glad to have Xana back. Thank you. Okay, let me see this. Oh, pause your music. Okay. So this right here, okay, basically with the nuclear weapons, this is an old video. It's a military video where they were not testing the effects. They sent all these troops in here to train on how to protect yourself during this kind of explosion. But understand this, because they haven't been able to identify the actual causes, like what causes health hazards or any other hazards that brings. With an explosion, nuclear weapons explosion, there is a shock wave that goes, and that shock wave can carry a lot of radiation and different types of radiation with it as well. So you'll be able to see it on this video, that little shock wave. And there's also 3 different types. There's in-ground, which is in-ground nuclear weapons testing they have done, and they did aerial burst and on top of ground. Aerial burst is more ideal for the tactical nuclear weapons that have developed right now, and we'll talk about like video 3 and why it is important. And the aerial burst doesn't carry a lot of radiation. There's not big mushroom plume cloud because it's just in the air, and then pushes a lot of the energy to the ground. But the ground burst, it pushes all of this dirt and everything into the clouds and creates the mushroom style. So depends with your wind direction, you'll actually be like, it's going to carry that radiation and everything else, including the shock waves and obviously the explosion itself. So I want to give a little, let's see, didn't even play silly humans, right? It's kind of a history. It's always been going on in history because, you know, obviously the science always evolves. So I do want to give a little disclaimer. If it's not for the faint of the heart, we can still watch this movie. It's open source. We're not going to get copyright strike for this one. And you don't see any deceased or anything else. This is just a pure military training video, and I can talk a little bit about it because it doesn't have commentary. So you see, they dig a little bit of trenches. So they dig a little bit of trenches right here, And obviously the guy, you got Sergeant over here smoking a cigarette, waiting for something interesting to happen. So interesting to me. I should have paid attention. In high school history, a lot of the high schools don't particularly brush into a lot of the history. They do say there's two nuclear weapons went on after World War II with Germany, and then they went towards Japan. So as you can see, this is a little trajectory. The nuclear weapon, actually, this is a missile. I believe there was a missile that they were testing, or maybe not. Maybe it's an airplane. I should do a little bit more research. So they placed all of the tactical military weapons over here, and obviously these are all dummies. And basically they wanted to test what it will do to the tactical weapons as well. So these are little trenches. So you saw the flash. Hold on a second. Let's come back to it really fast. Okay. So it goes flash, boom, because we all know that light travels faster than a sound. So that's why you saw flash, and then they heard a boom right after that. And in this kind of situations, if you do see the flash, you might want to go. You might want to just run, get into the basement, protect yourself within a home. Just protect yourself as you can. But these guys, since they didn't know what was happening, these guys saw a flash right here, and then they're like, oh, let me go see what's going on over there. So this is a nuclear weapon right here. And then obviously they already heard a boom. Oh, did you see the camera? Did you see the camera right here? It moved a little bit. So that was the boom. And then right after that boom goes a wave. It's a thermal wave that carries on a lot of radiation. So that was the boom. And then you'll be able to see the big dust cloud. So that was the thermal wave with the boom, sorry. And then after that, you'll be able to see the dust cloud. Oh, this is the dust cloud right here. There it is. There it is. And all of that, it carries out the radiation. Yeah, the shockwave. The shockwave is terrible. We're like, oh yeah, let's go to the battle. We didn't even know what's happening. The radiation is pretty crazy. Yeah, it's very devastating. Very devastating. And let's just say this is not what to do during nuclear weapons. When a nuclear weapon strike. Not to go towards it. So all of this whole cloud that is going into the sky right now, is going to get carried on with the wind, and that's what will cause the fallout to the ground. So it'll contaminate actually further. Yeah, this makes me pretty sick too. So if you, like I said, it's a little. Well, it was a research they were doing, and there was not a lot of testing what radiation does in the long term to the body, because what radiation is you cannot see it, you cannot smell it, you cannot feel it until a certain amount of effects, and depends how much radiation that you're able to receive. So this is what mushroom cloud, so the devastation is, and all of this is radioactive, all of this right here. And then see how they're testing it. There's no mask. So this was one of our training videos that we did, is like what not to do. And unfortunately, a lot of the soldiers ended up being with long-term health damages, and it's very, very unfortunate. So those videos are available everywhere. If yeah, I maybe let's see. Okay, so there is one more I wanted to show you. Share my screen. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen, but I won't be able to, actually no, I can do the window. I probably won't be able to see the chat. So I'll just commentary through the screen. And this is actually a Trinity test. Oh, I think that has a commentary. So the following 3 films are completed roles from Trinity test on July 16th, 1945. And each role is identified with camera, film, lens information. This footage is silent. So we'll do a little commentary, and I'll be able to get to your comments right after this video. It's very short. So let's see. It's from Atom Central, and then obviously these are the lenses that were used for the video. Okay, so this is as it gets for for 1945 video footage. Well, this is a little bit remastered. So this is the very first Trinity test. It was just devastating. Oh, this destruction. Nuclear weapons should be banned completely, but the only thing is so hard. Okay, so, and then this is another view of the Trinity test. And so nuclear weapons are actually radiation. Any kind of like radiation is really hard to get rid of because it has such a long shelf or a half-life. Half-life is as to get into the half-life is the radiation is more active, right? And then it has to become stable because it's unstable. And when the activity comes longer and longer and longer, or when it's very active, it has hundreds of years of actual life. But the half-life, because we don't want to count like hundreds of thousands of years. So we just basically they come down and then do a little bit of half. So this is a pretty devastating image. And that was us. There was Americans that did that for the very first time. Yeah. There's actually. Oh, hey! You finally were able to make it. That's amazing. Welcome. Okay. New Zealand, France, Spain, Mexico, Portugal, Canada. Some other spots I didn't know yet. Okay, so let's see. Working in a hospital is a disaster. And there are also, we're not going to talk about this right now. It's going to be part 2. We'll talk about the Chernobyl and the nuclear weapons or nuclear facilities. And we'll talk about the actual, like the energy facilities. And we'll talk about the nuclear waste those facilities prevent. I mean, nuclear waste that they're crazy. But this one is a little bit of awareness of what is going on in the world and why it is important to remember a day like yesterday. Because the largest weapon that developed on this planet Earth. Okay. So as of right now, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Come on. This is what happens when you do only one screen, but it's all right. You're just playing the Fallout as we speak. That's great. Okay. So let me. Oh, actually, you know what? I need to like really play around with this. Ooh, look at that. Oh, what is that? That's kind of neat. Okay, so yeah, I need to play around with this StreamYard. I'm sure there's so many other things, but you know what? That's how it goes. Okay. Let's see. So fun fact, my dad was safety engineer at the nuclear power plant from birth till I was 11, and he blew the whistle on them and turned them into a coal plant and later going back to shut them down. Whoa, bravo for your dad. Bravo for your dad. That's great. So, fun fact, I was 3 years old when radioactive fallout that happened from Chernobyl. Fun fact. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. You guys are distracting me. What is going on over here? Okay. Let's see. No, not this one, silly. I guess it's not gonna work with two. Okay, I'll just read it to you guys. So basically, let's see, we have United States as of right now has about 5,244 nuclear weapons. And this is the 2023 estimated global nuclear warhead inventories. United Kingdom has about 225. France about 290. Israel has 90. Pakistan is 170. India 164, China 410, and Russia 5,889, and North Korea is 30. So with Russia, with this 5,889, this is an estimate given if they did comply with treaties that they were able to, some of the treaties that they were able to like actually put together. But like I said, given the Russia reputation right now, it's not looking pretty damn great. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, so one more video I wanted to show it to you guys, and I can't seem to find it. Okay, let's see. It's a time lapse of nuclear weapons testing after Hiroshima and Nagasaki and after Trinity. Let's see. I don't know if you guys seen it or anything. This one is kind of, it's the original video. I'll drop a link. So the original video is about 10 minutes long, but we're not gonna do the original video. We'll just do something really, really fast. Let me drop this link right here so you can guys go back and take a look at the original video if you needed to. But this one, okay, let's see. Come on. Technical difficulties. We're gonna get there. My orchids are not gonna go anywhere either. Let's see. There you go. Here's the link. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today on a Monday afternoon. Nice and easy stream, nothing too crazy, just chit-chatting with everybody else over here. Oh, you're talking about the Chernobyl mom? Yeah, so you guys didn't know for 3 days, but the whole world didn't know for about like 20 days. All of this radiation is leaking. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okay, are you gonna download? Okay. There we go, MP4. Done. Boom, voila. We're gonna have a video over here. See? Just bear with me and we're all gonna figure out together, right? And then we're all gonna learn pretty amazing stuff over here. Okay. Video file. There you go. And I'll do a little commentary with it. So this one is about 3 minutes long. Okay. Let's see. So this one right here, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, right? The very first. And then as you can tell at the very top, and then there goes Russia or USSR at the time. So all these like little lights is basically every single nuclear weapons testing. So this is 1959. This is where the START treaties and to prevent from testing further. Look at that. France and Britain came on 70. See, and literally at the bottom, we start getting the other countries. And let's just say this is a 3-minute long video. Yeah. I dropped the link in a chat earlier, and this is actually like a 10-minute video. Let me pin it. There you go. So you can go see it afterwards if you would like. So this is 1993, and all the treaties already started to non-proliferation treaty, and basically for them to start getting rid of the weapons, nuclear weapons, because they had over 2,053 different tests already done on this planet Earth. And kind of to remind you that radiation doesn't go away fast. So radiation, and your friends came in. So radiation doesn't go away really fast. So all of those weapons, all of those testing sites, they're still radioactive to this day. And I actually have something fun for you to show you guys right after this video. So the Bikini Atoll should be like around the Hawaii Islands. Okay. So all of this is Russia is testing, or USSR at the time. The majority of the testing was done in Kazakhstan. As you can see, the really, really large circle. So this is from 1945 till 98. And then towards the end, War Games. Yeah, War Games is pretty awesome. Yeah, this is crazy. Like people don't really look into this kind of stuff. People don't really see it. So this is how many, till 98 was 2,053 testing done. But then after 98, obviously we had pretty recent tests with the North Korea that happened. Let's see. Yeah. Xanamayx, have you seen the videos of sea life going crazy? And it's like someone is doing underwater testing, is driving them nuts. I haven't seen that. I haven't. Yeah, nut stuff. Okay. Oh my god. All the way back to Viking invasion, Mongol invasions. Humanity just never stops attacking itself. Can we just stop and be peaceful and take care of the orchids? Okay, let's do some electro swing party. I need my orchid's been soaking. I got some other ones to soak too. And then as I'm changing out my orchids, I'm gonna tell you about what trinitite is. If you guys haven't know what trinitite is. Trinitite. Right, you know what? I love that 15 watching, and I got 20 likes. You guys are amazing. Anyways, I just like I love my whole chat. It's so nice and chill. This is like literally why I keep wanting to do it. This is why I keep wanting to come out and talk to you guys and just have fun and spend my Mondays and everything with you, because I can see everybody, I can talk to everybody, you guys tell questions, we'll show little videos, no drama here, even though we are talking about a very, very serious topic, but it's no drama llama. Oh, you know what? I need to make a t-shirt, no drama llama. Okay, love learning. So let's learn with Xana. Xana talks. You know what? I'm not a subject matter expert on a lot of stuff, but I know a lot of stuff to a lot of stuff. Okay, so after they've been soaking for a little bit, look at this one. Look how pretty this one is, right? So like, oh yeah, last time it was just one stem too, just this stem, and now got this big one. I love this one. I think it calls a tiger one. Oh, another thing, I start naming my orchids. It's kind of funny. So I start naming my orchids, as in like giving them different names and stuff. For example, For example, this one, this little one, I call him the trooper because when I got him, yeah, they are, right? Beautiful. So this one, I call him the trooper because when I got him, he only had like two like little leaves, but now he's growing. He's growing. Go soak in a bath, little trooper. All right, let's see. And then we haven't given a name to this one yet. Kind of, I don't know, this one hasn't been really growing or anything, so we'll see. We'll see, maybe just wanted to chill out for a little bit, not grow any leaves and anything else. So this one's been working on it. All right. Okay. So trinitite, what trinitite is? Trinitite is after the nuclear explosion, because the sand, dirt, the heat, and the combination of radiation, it combines everything and develops the rocks. So if you ever go to Nevada nuclear weapon testing site, let's see, even serious topics can be discussed with fun, happy hearts, and yes, exactly. Thank you. Okay, so Nevada nuclear weapons testing site, right? And they have a trinitite over there that you cannot take out because the trinitite is still radioactive. It has alpha radiation is still present, which is alpha radiation cannot penetrate your skin, but it can, if it's ingested or inhaled, it can cause a lot of damage within your body. But the fun fact, actually, I went to, when I did some of my trainings and everything for hazmat, we were able to go to nuclear weapons testing site, and we were able to like go and actually see. It wasn't a lot of radiation that left; it got cleaned up a lot. So we actually got to see one of the testing towers, like the testing towers that got blown up. And after that, they were able to give us a little gifts. So we got, this is a trinitite. I'm not gonna open it because I know it's kind of hard to see, but all right, I think I should take a picture and post it maybe. There you go. Yeah. So this is what kind of a trinitite looks like. There you go. So this is a combination of the radiation. It's got radiation, heat, sand, and dirt, and water, the evaporation of water. So it's a combination of that creates the little radioactive rock. But the reason I'm not going to open it, it's in here because alpha radiation cannot go through this plastic. It cannot even go through paper or your skin. So, but that's a little fun fact about me, is I went to nuclear weapons testing site in Nevada for training, and it was really, really interesting to actually see it and see the tower, because what they used to do, they would suspend in a tower like this, suspend a weapon right here, like the actual bomb, and when it explodes, it creates the big explosion ore. And sometimes if you ever seen the nuclear explosion where it's like big red circle and you see little things coming out from that, just like little triangles. So those triangles actually burning up of the cords that were holding the weapon together. So they're just burning up the cords. So basically the tower just goes like that with the cords. So we got to be able to like test the cords for radiation and get some really good training. What? But I am what I am. The true radiation comes off of a microwave, and you shouldn't watch the window looking on your cooking food. Okay, so yeah, yes, radiation. There's a different types of radiation. Then we can get into a little bit. Maybe I'll do like a short video about actually what the different types of it. And the microwave diet does, like microwave itself, it's microwaves, right? Microwaves is part of the microwaves radiation. So, but the reason you see on the door, they are like little circles and like a little mesh. because the microwaves are so large, they cannot actually penetrate that glass. They cannot penetrate that mesh. And that's why you see little circles. So I wouldn't recommend to like actually stand right next to the microwave like this, but it is safe to actually stand by the microwave as it's going, because of the safety feature that was developed for that glass specifically. So now go back and take a look at your microwave and look at the glass itself, and you see like little round circles. See? I'm filled with fun facts. You love that tub. And the tub is pretty awesome. Yeah, it's from a previous owners of the house. They decided to decorate it. I don't have money to redecorate that tub, but the tub is pretty awesome. Yeah, so go back and let's see. You have seen that mesh when I cleaned the door. Yes, see? So that's the mesh. That's the mesh actually was developed to prevent the microwaves penetrating the glass and then shattering the glass as it penetrates. The heat penetrates and everything too. So it is safe to actually watch your food, but I wouldn't watch it like right here, maybe from a little distance away. So, oh, another thing about Nevada, when we went over there, because in Nevada, there are a lot of microwave, from microwave mutation. Okay, what is the mesh made of? Actually, I don't know that question. What is the mesh on microwave glass made of? Maybe it's made of, okay. Okay. Steel. It's usually thin steel. That's what it says. Like, let's see. Well, it's yeah. Yep. Okay. So yeah, it's made out of steel. It looks like it. Maybe like Kevlar. Well, okay. So fun fact about lead. Okay, since we're getting into a little bit of fun facts over here. Fun fact about lead. So lead is the final composition stage of uranium. And lead is so dense, and that's why lead is used to protect you from radiation, because radiation cannot penetrate lead because it's so dense, and then there's no more activity. There's any kind of activity within lead itself. Let's see. Oh, no, I downloaded a whole bunch of music for you guys, and I haven't seen it. Where it went. I got like salsa, Cabana Bama, cheerful cats and dogs, electro swing. Okay. Nice. Because I don't want to play. All of this music is royalty-free music that I was able to get, so I don't want to play a lot. So we don't want to get striked over here. Okay, so lead. So it's a final decomposition stage of uranium, because what uranium does uranium in a raw form, like actually raw uranium as a rock, is not radioactive itself. It becomes radioactive when you start bombarding with energy and chemicals to start changing the different chemical composition of it. And once it starts getting activity, and then that's how you refine uranium. You bombard it with the different chemicals, different energies. I'm not going to get into the specifics of it. And once it starts getting more refined, that's why you have to build the different facilities. And we'll talk about those facilities on the next video. And once it goes in through a lot of the activation, because what atoms are trying to stabilize themselves on a constant basis. They're like moving around like little particles everywhere, just like blah blah blah, like a little popcorn. They try to stabilize itself, and once they start stabilizing, and that's when it's not as much radioactivity going on, and then radioactivity stabilizes itself. And once it's done, the final stage of uranium is lead. So, boom. Fun fact for you guys. Motivated. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give all the hearts to Motivated. Actually, give a hearts to all of you guys. Just make it rain for everybody in the chat. Everybody who stuck around with me and listening to a lot of stuff about something extremely important. Yes. Just make it rain. Just make it rain. All the hearts. For everybody. For everybody. You guys are awesome. Okay. Let's see. I just want. Oof, my allergies are crazy. All right. I got a couple more of them to dip in. All right, let's see. So I haven't named this one yet, but I think I want to name it a tail because it like literally grew a nice little tail right here. It's kind of cute. But I haven't named that one yet. If you guys want to name it, maybe we can have a Name Your Orchid stream next time instead of just talking nuclear weapons. Okay. So, Vegas. Going back to Vegas. In Vegas, actually, because they were doing a large nuclear weapons testing in the Nevada site, right? It's an NNSA, nuclear national. I don't remember the acronym exactly. So what they used to do, they used to have because they made nuclear weapons to be sexy. They made it like a lot of pinup girls were wearing. They had the different competitions where they would have like Miss Vegas or Miss America having a nuclear weapons dress, and it's actually pretty funny to look at the history, how really dumb they were. And so they would sit. So they created these bars. And at the very rooftop of the bar, they would sit and have a nuclear testing watching parties. And so they would all sit on this rooftop, and then they would just watch a nuclear weapons test happening like way far in ahead. And then they're just like, oh, look at that. So embracing all of this while destroying this planet Earth, one weapons testing at a time. So that's another fun fact. And when I was in Vegas, I actually got to see the museum. It's an atomic museum. If you ever go to Vegas, I highly recommend it because it talks a lot about actually Trinity test, the very first one. And it talks about, you can actually get to see the prototype of the different nuclear weapons that got designed. And right now we have in the world, there's so many, in the world, there's so many different types from a backpack to from a radiological bomb or like a nuclear backpack to creating RDD. RDD is actually not a nuclear weapon. RDD is a radiological dispersion device. It's not a nuclear weapon. Because it doesn't actually uses the explosive itself. It's not part of the nuclear. The explosive itself is just something to transfer the radiation that was collected from a different source. So RDD can be, it can be. Oh, okay. I'm going off the track here. We're talking about history of nuclear weapons, right? So I'm spraying neem oil again. Spraying neem oil, and that stuff smells so good. I'm not sponsored by them, but all of my plants just love it. They love this neem oil. So yeah, if you ever go to Vegas, highly recommend to go see atomic museum. And then they have an atomic cafe, and this is the original cafe where they had, well, actually atomic bar. And this is the original bar where they had the nuclear weapons testing watch parties back in the 1960s with the nuclear testing watch party. So when you water the orchids, you gotta be careful and not to get a lot of water in the crown itself. But if you do, it's okay, because you can take it and then tab a little bit of paper towel in there and make sure it's nice and dry, because you don't want to rot your crown. Okay, so let's see. So while these are soaking, I have 23 minutes left on my battery in here. Let's see, handmade items by Xanamayx. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you. I don't want to miss your comments. Do you know the span of the effects of nuclear bombs? Might be a dumb question. No question is a dumb question. So the span of the effects, it depends. It depends the yield of the explosion, and well, the yield of the nuclear bomb itself. And let's just say it's going to be hundreds of years where you cannot utilize the area at all. But they can be done, cleanup efforts can be done, but that creates a radioactive waste, and radioactive waste is actually, it still has to go through the process itself. So it doesn't matter if a nuclear weapon came off on this side, all the radioactive waste have to go somewhere else. And so all of that radiation already exists on this planet Earth. And let's just say, like with Fukushima, when that happened in 2010, I believe, Fukushima. When did Fukushima happen? Do you guys know when Fukushima happened? Okay. So when Fukushima happened and all of that radiation, because they're still going on a lot of the cleanup efforts in Japan for that incident, and all of the radiation has to be stored somewhere. So it doesn't matter if you move it from one side to another side, and it still exists. So it has to run its course, and it depends. It depends what kind of radiation. Like cesium-137 has about 50 to 100 year lifespan, and it can go beyond too. Hopefully that kind of nerdiness explained it. 2011, yes, there you go. 2011, I was close enough. So I can get like a little nerdy out and can carry on and talking about stuff that is kind of super interesting to me. But okay, we are in already 1 hour and 12 minutes, and I went off my scheduled time. We're gonna do a raffle. Yay! You guys ready for a raffle? Okay, so let's see. Let's get to the raffle. Okay, so if you want to participate in a raffle, press a heart. Heart. Okay. Yes, one heart, one purple heart. Click one purple heart, and then you can participate in the raffle. And by the way, as I'm you guys getting over here, I'm gonna go get my pen and a basket. And you guys, everybody's welcome in the Discord, because if you do win a raffle, then I would like you to send me a picture. You can send a picture of yourself with the stuff, or a picture just of the things that you received, and you send it back to me. And now at the very end, what I'm going to do is compile everybody's winners, everybody's names. We'll start rolling the pictures. Let's get everybody's names over there and then throw it up, because it's a big old fun community. Okay, one purple heart. Only one purple heart if you want to participate. One, just one. Not three, Missy. One. Yes. One. Hold on. I'll be back. Let me go grab the stuff. Don't forget to drop one purple heart. Only one. No more and no less. Check this out. I got my basket. Got the basket. Put the lotion in the basket. Okay. So we got Punizione. to Dean. Let's see. I get to stare at Hazzy all the time. Did you get this cup? I don't remember which one I sent. I think it's this one, right? Yes, basket of fun. Okay, so another thing, if you do live in another country, I have the means to actually send the merch to that country as well. So it's not a big problem. Okay, addicted to art and crime. Addicted to art and crime. Let's just call you addicted. Let's see, 1 heart. I'm looking for 1 heart. Pigeon, obviously. Okay, let's see. Pigeon, pigeon, pigeon. Okay. Missy. Missy, okay. Oh no, my battery's running low. Actually, you know what? I'll be right back. You guys should chat between each other. I'm gonna go grab the charger and then plug it in before you guys go back to my. So if you still want to participate, you know, just to drop 1 heart. 1 purple heart. 1, not red one, not yellow one, just the purple one. Remember, just the purple one. And then so that way we can do a lot more of these. We'll do raffles at the very end, and hopefully you guys learn something, because it's gonna be a quiz. And then if you fail the quiz, you're never allowed to be sad. So if you fail a quiz, you're never allowed to be sad. Yeah, there's a quiz right after every stream. There's always a quiz. I'm joking, you guys. There's gonna be no quiz. Why am I gonna quiz you on something that I'm try to spread the word the way that I can to spread the word? Just wanted to make sure the laptop doesn't die. Yeah, the battery's gonna be just fine. Okay. Now let's see. I got Missy. Let me see. We got TF. TF. Okay. SD. Punizione. Addicted to art and crime. Anyone else want to participate? Addicted to art and crime doesn't follow directions very well. What? Lisa Boo. Lisa Boo, we got you. I will enter again, and after a few more people win. Let's see. Okay, can complain, drop a heart. Yes, thank you for the shout out too. Okay. So is that it? Is that all we have? I'm gonna read in a minute. Okay, let's change out this little music. Okay. So we got Punizione, SD, Addicted to Art and Crime, Pigeon, Missy, TF, and Lisa Boo. Let me know if I have missed anyone. Okay. Did I miss anyone? Did I miss anyone? Okay. Lisa Boo, TF, Missy, Pigeon, Addicted to Art and Crime, SD, and Punizione. Oh no. All right, good luck, everyone. Let's get you guys over here in the basket. Get in the basket. Tiny people go in the basket. See, tiny people in the basket. All right. Get you guys in the basket. There you go. Okay, so that way, if you win, send me a picture, either through my email. And I'm gonna drop my email in here. Xanamayx at xanamayx.com. By the way, I'm working a little bit on my website, just kind of put a little bit more information out, and then maybe put in like little articles and everything about the stuff that we talked about. So, but we'll see. It's a slow process, so bear with me because we're all doing the community here. Tiny people in the basket. Tiny people in the basket. Who's winning? Okay. All right. This is to be fair. Okay. Who do we have? Who do we have? Ah, okay. And we have, you guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? Who do we have? Who do we have? Lisa Boo! Lisa Boo! Lisa! Lisa, I have one. Lisa, come back! Yes, so Lisa Boo is a winner. Woo! Lisa Boo! Lisa, if you're still listening, you won. Okay, so email me at Xanamayx.com. So if you email me your address, I will keep it 100% between you and me. No one's gonna know this, and it's not gonna get leaked out or anything. And I will send you some merchandise, some hazmat merchandise. Yes. Everybody give purple hearts to Lisa for winning. And because you know what, Lisa, after you win, that means that at the very ending, I'm working on the ending, putting everybody together. And your picture's gonna roll up over there. Your little Lisa Boo, we're gonna put it over there. And then once you get a merchandise, you're more than welcome to send me a picture of the merchandise with you with it, or just the merch, and that way we can build a community in here, and everybody's gonna get a little twist on my page, like little shout outs to my page to all of the winners. So we've been collecting them. I'm just gonna put them on the mirror right here so I don't forget. Yes, awesome, congratulations. Okay, well, since it all is over, thank you listening for my ramblings. Of course, Lisa. So thank you listening for my ramblings, and you guys have been a wonderful crowd for sticking around here and talking about actually some serious topics while we taking care of my orchids. Now I just gotta put them all the way to their little places. And let's see if you can guys see. They're all sitting right here, right now. And then we're gonna put them all the way after that. Okay. If you have any other comments, suggestions, if you have Discord, you're more than welcome to join the Discord. And if you, let's see, Discord. Okay, so we're trying to build like a nice little drama-free community over there. Where's the link again? Okay. And so we're all welcome over there. I'll put in like a lot of fun facts in Discord and everything. And if you don't have Discord, drop me a comment down below. I haven't developed my social media, like socials yet. I'm on Twitter under the same handle. I'm on Twitch, same handle. Our Instagram is Xanamay and Hazmat, or Hazmat the dog. He's got two, so we haven't figured out which one we're gonna use yet. And you guys been an amazing crowd. If you have any suggestions for the topics that you would like me to talk about, or to ask questions, to just brush up and we can do a live about it, or any fundraiser that you feel like that it should be advertised, and I'll take a look at it, or anything else that we can provide to the community to make it nice and fun and dandy and have just like so much fun. And then you can guys watch my new outro. So mwah, love you guys. Have an all good night.